and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, my name is Whitney. It's so good to have you. But if you're a returning viewer, hi. So it's been a few months since I have posted a knitting podcast. There was a little break of knitting. I kind of had a hard time wanting to pick up my needles, but I'm ready to get back to it and get things rolling again. I finally got a sweater off my needles that I've had on for over a year, so that feels good. But for this video, we're going to talk about my Make 9. These are 9 projects I would absolutely love to finish by the end of 2026. They are not projects just for myself, they're for my family, my husband, my kids, and my sister and sister-in-law. So, and nieces and nephews, things like that. But those knits are kind of just like going to be thrown in throughout the month because most of my nieces and nephews are all under the age of 5 that I plan on like knitting for. But let's go ahead and get started. I've got my laptop here and my notes here. So if you see me glancing over here, that's because I'm referring to the pattern. I want to make sure that I don't miss anything. So the first pattern is the Lyra tee. I believe that's how you pronounce it. I'll post a picture right here for you guys to see, and it's by Irene Lynn. The suggested yarn is Cardiff Cashmere Silk at 8, and I've been seeing this yarn a lot and I really want to knit with it, so I'm excited to knit the Lyra tee. I probably won't knit the Lyra tee in Cardiff Cashmere because there is another tee on here that I will be knitting, well, hoping to knit, and I kind of want to I guess splurge on the Cardiff Cashmere on projects that I'm really excited for, and I'm really excited for the Lyra tee, but I do have some yarn in stash that I wanted to use for it. And this is a fingering weight yarn for this pattern. The pattern is $7.50 on Ravelry, and I think it's absolutely stunning, and I can't wait to have this a part of my knitting collection. My second Make 9 is the Serene cardigan. Also, you might hear my chair creak, so I'm sorry. But the second one is the Serene cardigan by Lenny Homila Urban Knit. I am so sorry, I just butchered that, but I will have it right here on the screen. And this cream one is absolutely beautiful, but when I clicked on the pattern on Ravelry, I did see this blue one, and that just stole my heart. I instantly fell in love with it. And I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce the suggested yarn, so I will just have it written somewhere on the screen. And it's a light fingering and lace held together, and the pattern is $11.20 on Ravelry. So I'm super excited about this knit. I currently only have one knit cardigan that I knit myself, and I'm kind of wanting to switch my wardrobe to being like handcrafted, like well, the tops like hand knit and things like that. So that's my goal. I only have one cardigan. I really want more, and that's my second one. Moving on to the third is the Marielle blouse by Marie Mogenstad, and the suggested yarn is Knitting for Olive Merino and Knitting for Olive Soft Silk Mohair. So both of those held together, making a light fingering, and the pattern is $10.90. This pattern is absolutely gorgeous, and every project that I've seen on Ravelry has, in the different colors, the pattern looks beautiful in every color. My only issue is that I have knit with Knitting for Olive Merino and Knitting for Olive Soft Silk Mohair, and I'm a bit sensitive to the mohair. Like, I keep hearing people say that Knitting for Olive Merino Soft Silk Mohair is, I'm sorry, not merino, just the Knitting for Olive Soft Silk Mohair is one of the softest mohair they felt, but I guess I'm just a bit more sensitive. So if you have any other yarn suggestions instead of a mohair, maybe like, I'm not sure if alpaca silk is softer, so if you do know, just let me know in the comments. But this is just an absolutely stunning knit, and I would love to have that for the spring. And my fourth Make 9 is this sweater number 3 by My Favorite Things. It's beautiful. At first I did want to knit this for myself, but in previous videos I have knit socks for my sister who loves to garden, so I made the carrot socks and I've made her ghost socks. Well, she gardens and I sent her this and she really likes it. So my number 4 on my Make 9 is for my sister, and the suggested yarn is Drops Air, and I love Drops Air, so I'm perfectly fine with knitting with that. And this pattern is $9. My only issue is that I can't seem to find it in English, but I do have an aunt and cousin who speak German, so I might ask them to translate it for me to be able to knit, so that it would be a gift knit. And my number 5, oh my goodness, this one is beautiful. So this one here is the Salted Caramel Sweater Jinyier, and they do also have Nashwa Sakar. I'm so sorry if I butchered that, but that is who the pattern designer is. This is a sweater that I would love to have as a family Christmas sweater for my entire family. This is beautiful color work, and I just think it would be so cute, and I love that caramel color and everything, and that's what I would use. So the suggested yarn is Drops Daisy. I absolutely love Drops. That's usually mainly what I knit with, but I haven't knit in Daisy, so that would be fun to experience. And the yarn weight is DK, and this pattern is $8.50 on Ravelry. Next is, let's see what number we're on. We're on number 6. So this one here is the Call of the Wild pullover by Patrick Griffith, and last year I knit my husband a sweater for our anniversary, and this year he wanted something with a little bit more color. And this Call of the Wild, it might change, but as of now, with the texture and the different colors you can use, I think I am going to stick with this one just for now. The suggested yarn is Farmer's Daughter Fibers Pishka DK. I have not used this yarn before, but one of my goals for this year is to branch out in the yarn that I use for knitting, to try to find some gems in there. So this pattern is $10 on Ravelry. Now this one, number 7 for my Make 9. I don't know if this is going to be able to happen, but I am currently on like this weight loss journey, and more like get healthier journey. And this heirloom quilt cardigan by Katrin Seberg, I believe that's how you pronounce it, is absolutely stunning, and I would love to have this cardigan wearing, you know, a white t-shirt with, or like a white tank, and then high-waisted flare jeans. This is just such a beautiful pattern, and if possible I would love to make a matching one for my sister, because this is something I could definitely see her wearing as she quilts and sews and things like that. And the suggested yarn is Hello Stella Fibers Tweed Merino, so I would definitely probably use that yarn as well, just to meet my yarn goal of trying out a different yarn. And this pattern is $12. This pattern is just beautiful. And let's see. So my number 9 is the Gaia or Gia tea by Cookie the Knitter. And the yarn is fingering and fingering held together to make a DK, and it does say knitting for olive pure silk. I knit my Billy tee in the pure silk if you've watched any of my previous videos, and I love that tee. I've had no issues. It's absolutely stunning, and I love the feel of the yarn. So I would probably go with the knitting for olive pure silk as well. And this pattern is $9.44. I'm really wanting to get better at knitting some summer and springish tops. I only have the Billy top at the moment, and we will be moving to the south soon, so I need to get to knitting on some tees. And for number 9, I don't have a specific pattern or photo to show you. I do make my husband socks. Did I make him socks last year? I believe I did. I think it was the ghost socks. The ghost socks I knit him. And this year he wants Christmas socks, so I will be knitting him Christmas socks. I also have a pair of socks on the needles for my sister, but the pattern isn't really turning out as I expected. So I will be frogging that and doing a different pattern for her. So my make 9 for number 9, I did just put a pair of socks in the thumbnail picture, just to add in that I will be making socks this year also, just no specific patterns, and there's no telling when I will make them. But that is it for my make 9. I hope you guys have maybe found some inspiration, and if you're also making any of these projects this year, I would love to know when. Maybe we could do a little knit along or something like that. But yeah, I also will leave all the links to these patterns on Ravelry in the description below. And I also added some of my favorite knitting podcasters below in the description as well. So if you want to check those out and see how they are. I would also love to hear who you watch. Add some knitting podcasters to my subscription and watch them because I am one of those who loves to watch knitting podcasts while I knit. But if you enjoyed this video, I would love it if you would give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.